How's it going, guys? Got some TCGO for you this Saturday afternoon. It is a little bit hot, so I thought we'd cool off with, some rain dance action going on against a guy by the name of TurtwigTips, I believe. This is still from that batch that I recorded way back when. I still have one more game from there, and then I'm going to tweak the decks a little bit just to make them a little bit, a little bit better running. Ever since I showed you guys the deck structures, I haven't changed them according to the suggestions, but I probably will after this game or after the next one whenever I decide to record my next batch, which is it's going to end up being pretty soon. So, as you can see, he's getting, I think he gets 2 mulligans, which means, 2 cards for me. The only thing is I don't really like my hand. I do have a rare candy, which is cool, which means I can get Alligator up on turn 2. But I have nothing to shuffle it out with. I do draw a side deck as well, so that's kind of cool. And I draw a Fisherman. But in terms of energy, nothing. I can't do anything right now. I need to get 1 energy going off the the next draw. Otherwise, I'm going to be kind of stuck. Fortunately, his only basic he has right now is a Regis, but this thing is going to be able to attack me on turn 2 just because the energy he put down was a double colorless. Now, I can stall for a little bit of time because I do have catchers if he decides to put down something bulkier. I see Tynamo, so if he were to get an electric in play and not put enough energy on that, I could get that in and see how it goes. I don't know his structure, but I got catchers, I got junk arms. That's what I can work with for now. It turns out I do draw right into that water energy I needed, which is what's that's going to go ahead and let me, get my Pokemon onto the field. If I had a Lapras, that would be 2 basics as opposed to regular. But right now it's very whatever. I'm trying to think about what I would want to get. Ideally, I was looking for Manaphy, because what I would have done is I would have retreated out into that used Fisherman, put an energy on it, and then shuffled out my hand a lot sooner, because I'm actually not going to be able to shuffle out my hand for quite some time. But I don't have Manaphy. I only run 1 in this deck. It's just kind of a utility poke. If I have it, great. If I don't, then I don't. I don't have any P-Coms either, so I can't P-Com out anything in my hand to get Cleffa. So I'm kind of stuck for now. I got Oaks. They're all just in my deck. The stuff that I pulled from the top was kind of sucky. But as you can see, he puts down a second Regigigas, and that's good for me just because if I'm going to go ahead and catcher that thing out, that'll actually stall for a little bit of time as well. But I'm going to get Golduck build up. I can see that the main form of offense I'm going to need for this deck is Golduck, just because I see 2 Regigigases, very high, HP, potential for high damage output. I'm going to need to take them out in as little hits as possible. One of the strategies I was thinking about is I went ahead and got Kyurem right now. That way, if I were to shuffle out my hand soon and get some energies going on that, since I do have Gator on the bench, if I draw into energies, I can get Glaciate going on Kyurem. I don't know why I didn't put an energy down on that, but I'm going to put it down. I guess I just wanted to get Golduck ready first. And I'm thinning out my deck at this point. I don't really know what I want to get. Maybe prepare a second Kyurem or Golduck or another thing. I don't remember what's happening here. But I'm just waiting until I can shuffle out my hand. And he's kind of building everything up. I don't really want to junk arm for anything. So if he takes out Mantine, whatever, if I were to draw into a Twins, that could really help as well. If I were to get like a Cleffa, that kind of thing. I don't know. I just feel like I'm rambling on and on about how much I need to shuffle out my hand. And I have not done anything to tweak the structure to this deck to help me out at all. But I will in a little bit. So I do draw into a Pokemon Collector, which is one of the things that I would really wanted just in order to get Cleffa. I would have been okay with either that or a Communication. But I'm going to get a Cleffa and then a second Psyduck, Golduck thing going on. And I draw into some good energy, 2 Oaks, which is, I can shuffle out, and then if Cleffa wakes up, I can shuffle out a second time. So by waiting a little bit, patience being a virtue and everything, despite how much I was bitching about it. I have the potential to get my energy out onto the field really quickly since I am running a lot. He did 20 damage to himself right there, probably just to boost his Raging Hammer. I'm pretty sure he knows how Cleffa works. I don't remember if I looked at his win-loss record, but you can read cards. Come on. So I'm going to get Kyurem stocked up, first things first, and then get this last energy. I believe put it on the Psyduck, and then if I draw any more, I'm going to go ahead and fill out Gator, and then Mantine, and then I don't really know what I'll do from here. But I don't draw into any energy on this one, but I still have Cleffa out, so that's kind of cool. Looking at my discard pile to see if I can Super Rod for anything, it's not really worth it, to be honest, just for the 1 energy. I can use that later. Drawn to Golduck, 3 water energies, and a Fisherman. I don't have any water energies in there, but the 3 water energies are pretty cool. And then the Golduck, these 2 Golducks are just going to kind of bring it up to high tide, so to speak. And I need to get it to the point where I have 13 energies on the field. 13 plus the base 30 would be 160. That would be enough to kill off that Regigigas right there. Or if I were to get 15 energies on my side of the field, it would be enough to kill any Regigigas regardless, anything in the deck. But that is 15 out of 18 or 19 energies. I don't know how much is prized, but I'm going to shuffle as much as I can to get as much going. And then Kyurem's there just to help me out with Glaciates. Just, you know, if I can't score OHKOs immediately, I can put damage counters, so that way, you know, the amount of energy required for an OHKO is a little bit less, so less stressful times. But he only did 22 himself on that initial one, then he just gets some more shit going on. And I keep waking up at all the right moments. So if you're looking at my hand right now, I had 3 water energies. I had 3 on the turn before, and then I might have had 3 on the turn before. I lost track of turns. But everything's getting stocked up pretty nicely. So I almost clicked Fisherman there on accident. My bad, but I get to evolve that Golduck, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out. There's another water energy. Fisherman, Pecom. 2 water energies. Not bad, but you can see that things are drying up a little bit. I don't know what I'm put these on. I can put them on Gator, and then I just put the bare amount needed for everything to do their best attacks. As you can see, Golduck only needs 2. Well, not as you can see. If you remember, Golduck only needs 2. Kyurem only needs 3. Gator needs 4, but I like having at least 3 on it just in case someone catches it so I can retreat it out and then use the Fisherman to stock it back up or something else. Or, you know, even switches, that kind of thing, then that kind of defeats the whole energy purpose thing. But fall asleep during his attack, wake up right after, and yeah, you can see 2 energies kind of thing. And now I'm just shuffling out every turn guaranteed. I'm kind of waiting for Oaks or anything like that, but it's whatever. So super odd communication, that kind of stuff. I'm starting to wonder if I've run out of energy, but the only way I can really look into my deck is if I Pecom and then I go in there. This deck doesn't run Sillin yet. It definitely will. As you can see, he's using a lot of them. I think that might be his 3rd one. So he's got plenty of energy in his hand, and I'm the one, you know, shuffling out just to get it. Maybe he's got 3 or 4. Let me see. So he's got Pikachu, he's got Electric, he's got 2 Regigigases, he's got a Zekrom, and he's planning on building up another Electric, I think. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and Junk Arm. What am I Junk Arming out for? A catcher? I think the best thing to do here is the catcher and the Electric, because it doesn't have any energy on it. He hasn't done, you know, the job of putting any energy on it in order to make it so, you know, this kind of situation can be avoided. But I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff back into my deck. And if I had Pokemon in my hand, I'd be able to Pecom out for the Cleffa, but I think that might have been an oversight I just made, or I just really wanted to Glaciate just to help out Golducks, because now I believe that both Regigigases are within KO range of Golduck. I also have the switch, so I can switch out without losing any of the energy or the attacking power. Since if I were to retreat Kyurem, I would kind of lose out. You know, I'd lose out on 20 attacking power, even though I just did 30 damage. But he hasn't really used a whole hell of a lot of things. For now, he's going to put down an Eviolite on the Regigigas that will, you know, lower the damage by 20. And that just kind of makes it so I only did 10 damage to him last turn, if you really think about the numbers, I guess. But evolves his Pikachu into a Raichu, not the Raichu Prime or the Raichu I use, but the Raichu that has the potential to do 160 damage, which is like, god damn, that's so much. For now, I draw into a Totodile, useless by itself, but I have Communication and I have Switch, so what I'm going to do, put my Cleffa down on the bench, switch it out, and then on top of that, I've actually used up a decent amount of cards this turn, so, you know, that's less going back into my deck and more that I'll have the opportunity to draw into. As you can see, I draw into 1 water energy, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, I gotta stop this shit. I'm pretty sure I'm out. And on top of that, you know, his Electric gets enough electric energy to retreat, so he's probably just going to go ahead and go for the kill on the Cleffa with whatever the fuck he wants to. I don't care if he's getting the amount of prizes that he's getting, just because, you know, I can catch her in Regigigases, or you know, just plain take him out. I think I run 3 Psyduck and Golduck, and none of them are prized, so that's actually really cool. For now, I'm going to go for Twins. I don't know what I'm getting. I was pretty intent on getting Water Energy. But as you can see, in the pool of cards that I have left, I only have 2 Water Energy. So this means that if I have any more Water Energy, they are not in the discard pile. They are not in the deck. They have to be prized if I have any. And I believe in the only Water Energies I end up seeing, you know, are just... How many were there? I think there was 1. So I'm kind of trying to figure out if I have enough, you know, not HP, if how much HP he has versus how much water energy I have on the field, and whether or not it's going to be enough to take him out. I judge that where I am right now is just barely enough to take it out. I didn't want to put down that energy on something I didn't need to. I can use a Pokemon Collector to get a Psyduck and then build it up into a Golduck, as is noted by the Golduck in my hand. So to get 3 of those going, awesome. You know, couldn't ask for anything more. For now, he's going to send in his next Regigigas. I don't think he can KO me. I think he's like 10 short because he's got a couple damage counters on him. I think he's got 30. And then, what is it? Raging Hammer was 50 plus the amount of damage counters you have on you. You know, 3, 50 plus 30 being 80. So he'll miss out on the KO by 10. That means, you know, I can switch out, just do that kind of thing. And we're just going pretty good. He's playing all these Regigigases, and they're really easy targets for me just because you get 2 prizes per turn. And as you can see, you know, just by killing 1, I made the score even. I'm not really worried about anything else. The Zekrom is kind of a threat potential, I guess, you know, with Bolt Striking and whatnot. But other than that, you know, Regigigas takes a little while to set up. So for now, I'm going to go for Collector, just pull out some stuff from my deck just to get to some other stuff. And put some energy on Psyduck, that kind of thing. That'll help in terms of, you know, powering up each other's powerful splashes. So got the 2 on there. What am I going to do with that last one? I think I'm going to put it on the Golduck that I just retreated in order to heal it and to bring it back up into, you know, so it can use Powerful Splash. Because the Poke Power is when you put a water energy on it, you heal off 20, so that's cool. As you can see, Powerful Splash is now up to 170 damage, and I draw into a water energy and a Sharon. So if I put that down, I can kill off a Regigigas fresh, assuming it doesn't kill me in return. But scores tipped a little bit more in my favor. I've killed off 2 Regigigases, and that's it, you know. If I kill off 1 more Regigigas, I got this shit. So, if Sharon can pull me into a Junk Arm or a Catcher, I should be pretty golden. You know, provided I don't lose out on too many water energies. I gotta focus on keeping the water level pretty high, because that is a fresh one. I will need all of it in play to take it out in 1 hit. Or I can go for kills on something else. The Tynamo on the bench is also a fairly easy target. If I were to Glaciate, that would take it out. If I were to go for 2 Glaciates, I'm pretty sure I would be, I'd be sitting okay. But at this point in the game, I was like, I'm going to see if all I have to kill is Regigigases. That would be pretty awesome. Golduck does have an electric weakness, so it really doesn't matter what he's going to end up going. Actually, you know, he could have gone for the Outrage, and he doesn't end up doing any damage to himself. But 50 times 2 being 100. Draw into a Junk Arm, which is awesome. What am I going to go for is my question. Go for Sharon just to draw into some cards. I'm probably reviving a Psyduck or a Cleffa. Okay, reviving Psyduck just because, you know, if I were to revive Cleffa, I don't need to shuffle out my stuff just because the majority of the cards in my deck are already in my hand. I'm running kind of thin. I'm going to Junk Arm out for a Super Rod just because I don't really need those pokes. And I was like, okay, you know what? What I can do is I can Super Rod and put a Golduck back into my deck and then hopefully shuffle out, get a Pecom going on next turn. I believe I have one of those. But for now, I'm just going to Powerful Splash, take out the Zekrom. And now that puts me at 1 prize left. So this game is going to be over next turn unless he can somehow magically take out 3 of my pokes with Regigigas. So let's see what's going on. Just going to wait for him a little bit. Oh, man. Wow. I think my audio might have cut out for a second there. Okay. Regigigas comes in. I feel like this is kind of rambling on at this point. He's got enough to go for a Raging Hammer, but it doesn't have any damage counters. Most damage he can do in this turn is 80. I do have the other Golduck. I can set up that 3rd one if I really, if I'm able to, you know, Junk Arm out for a Communication, and then just do that stuff. Oh my god. I crashed and burned this narration. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. He's just sitting there not doing anything. So, let me see what I remember is going to happen. Junk Arming out for Alligator and Kyurem because I don't need them. I'm going to get myself a Communication, and I did this out of order. I feel like such an idiot. I was supposed to go for Super Rod to put the Golduck back into my deck so I could evolve it to have more stuff to put energy on. But I Pecom, and it turns out I only have the 2 Croconaws, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, fuck. fuck. Okay, that sucks. I do still have another Golduck. It was, at this point, just kind of doing it for show. But I get to go for the Fisherman, get exactly 4 water... No, not 4. 3? I thought I discarded one. Whatever, okay. I believe this is the only point in the game... I'm pretty sure this is one of the only games where I get all of my energy in play. Not necessarily, you know, too close to the end. I mean, this is the last turn, but it's kind of cool that I got all of the energy in this deck onto the field, and that leaves a powerful splash at 190 damage, which is pretty awesome. And as you can see, Manaphy was the last one hanging out in the prizes, and that gives me the game, you know, washing out them Regigises and just doing super much damage with Golduck, so definite MVP for him. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's game. If you enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I am going to record some more later and screen record some games because that's what I do. And that should probably do it for me for Saturday's video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one.